coverage from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First down, Bridgewater. Space to maneuver at the 40. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the
Bridgewater on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Panthers first down.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Forced it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Harrison. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Operating from the gun. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he rifles one incomplete.
could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Panthers 0.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson.
You know they pay me
Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 45 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. For Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Peters on the cover.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. It's caught by Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. 3rd down here.
3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yea's at the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Stephen Weatherly. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on it.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
To throw again. Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
1st down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They'll take over.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50.
Oh, that's
30,
the way to run it, boy.
20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the keeper. 33 yards.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there.
And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Lord have mercy.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Panthers 23.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Flush to his right. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Matabike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Campbell on the stop.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
For Mike Davis.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts
3 yards.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2 and try and make a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 30. Seven-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. Whoosh. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Completes it to Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
He is good. Makes the score Panthers 36, Ravens 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tonight's final score, Panthers